Hey guys, Jeff here with the Common Sense Camper. I'm out here with my dad, and we are just doing I guess a day trip bushcrafting. We've had some rain, so a lot of this material is wet. I tried just using the birch bark and feather sticks. Didn't work. I don't know how many times did I strike that?
Oh,
7?
probably. How many?
Yes, 50, 60, 70.
Yes, bunch.
So one little trick you can do to process down one step from your birch bark or feather sticks is just take some leaves and crumble those up and get it into a really fine dust. So, and even those are kind of green and wet, so see if this will work. Now what I'm doing here, because it's not starting right away, is when you strike that ferro rod, you're heating up the material. So in essence, it's kind of flash drying it. So, but because of how wet it was, it would not start with just the birch bark. It was not going to do it. So, and I even scraped it into a fine powder. Now one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to put any more firewood on this until that flame gets above the pile that you have currently on the ground. Alright, we'll be back with some other stuff. Alright, so what we did is my dad went, well actually both of us went down to the creek and we took one of the Sawyer mini filters, one of these, and he put the water bag that comes with it in the creek, and then he took his dry bag and then he just squeezed it out of this bag that comes with the Sawyer mini filter and squeezed it into the dry bag. And even though we're gonna probably boil that, now it's actually I guess you call it filtered twice, and that water there you could actually drink, which we did. That Sawyer mini filter will filter that enough so that it's drinkable, that it's potable, you can drink it. So, and then Dad has his trick coat hanger on the pot. Yeah, we'll probably have to let that burn down a little bit before. I think we got the fire going really well, so we're got this. We'll be back with how we rigged that up, and yeah, that's. I got a little ahead of myself with the fire. All right, the forest fire has now died down, so we have our pot of water going, and yes, Grandpa, or actually Dad. my boys call him Grandpa, so I'm so used to always saying Grandpa. He now has a shemagh. So what goes on the shemagh, Dad?
Everything goes on the shemagh.
I hate to ask this because my dad never stops talking, but so what are you doing with the stakes on the I thought this was a great idea, because when you put your ground cloth down You wake up in the morning, it's like all bunched up at the bottom of your feet, or it's blown down into the creek. So I will probably have to explain this to my dad.
I'd love to.
Are you gonna explain it?
Well, my original idea was to just tie the back end down with my tarp stakes. So I only use one stake for both. And I thought, well, it wouldn't be a bad idea to do the front too, so I just did both of them.
So he took the ground tarp and put bank line,
Yeah.
and then secured it to the back stakes for his tarp tent, and then he put 2 more stakes out front, and then that keeps your ground cloth from all getting bunched up and the way mine is right now.
Well, if it starts raining, you can always pull these pegs and roll over top of you too.
Ah, that's a good idea as well.
I have one of those occasionally.
You have once in a while you have an original thought. I'm kind of the same way.